Hello, how's everyone doing? Welcome to Just One to Discover. Let's dive into one of the major types of tissues, the epithelial tissues.
Wow!
Get out a notepad and let's learn about them. Before we start, here's a recap of the last episode about tissues. We learned basic knowledge about tissues, and we also learned how they heal. There are 4 major types, and this video is one of the 4 types. I'd consider liking and subscribing if you want to be notified of more videos. Now, let's learn about epithelial tissues. Epithelial tissue is one of the 4 main types of tissue in the body. It covers the body's surfaces, both inside and out, and forms the lining of internal organs, cavities, and structures. Epithelial tissue serves several essential functions, including protection, absorption, secretion, and filtration. Epithelial tissue has these main parts. The apical surface, the exposed side. It may have microvilli for absorption or cilia for movement. The lateral surface are the sides of cells, containing tight junctions that prevent leakage, desmosomes for strength and stability, and gap junctions for cell communication. A basal surface is attached to the side. It connects to the basement membrane. And the basement membrane supports the epithelium, made of the basal lamina or epithelial origin and reticular lamina, or the connective tissue origin. These structures help epithelial tissue function in protection, absorption, secretion, and communication. Here are the key characteristics of epithelial tissues. 1. Cellularity. Epithelial tissue is composed of closely packed cells with very little extracellular matrix. 2. Polarity. It has an apical, or the top part, surface that faces the body surface or cavity, and a basal, or bottom surface that attaches to underlying connective tissue via a basement membrane. Avascular. Epithelial tissue does not have blood vessels. Nutrients and oxygen are supplied by diffusion from nearby tissues. And 4. Regeneration. Epithelial tissues have a high rate of turnover and can regenerate quickly, especially in areas subject to wear and tear. Epithelial tissue can be classified based on the number of cell layers and the shape of the cells. By number of layers. Simple epithelium, single layer of cells. It allows for efficient absorption, secretion, and filtration. Example, lining of blood vessels and air sacs in lungs. Stratified epithelium, multiple layers of cells, provides protection from abrasion and wear. Examples, skin and mouth lining. Pseudostratified epithelium. It appears to have multiple layers, but all cells are in contact with the basement membrane. This is typically found in the respiratory tract, like in the trachea. Now for the types of epithelial tissues by the shape of cells. Squamous tissues are flat and thin. Their shape allows for efficient diffusion and filtration, making them ideal for lining surfaces where quick exchange of substances occurs, such as in the lungs or alveoli, and blood vessels, endothelium. Cuboidal tissues are cube-shaped. This structure provides more volume for organelles, making them well-suited for secretion and absorption. You can find cuboidal cells in glands, kidney tubules, and the lining of ducts. Columnar tissues are long and column-shaped. Their height is greater than their width. This structure also allows them to specialize in absorption and secretion. They are commonly found in the lining of the digestive tract, such as the intestines and stomach, and the respiratory tract, where they may have cilia or microvilli to aid in their functions. Transitional epithelium is a stratified or layered epithelium, but it is unique because its cells can change shape depending on the degree of stretching. It is primarily found in the urinary system, such as the bladder, ureters, and urethra. When the tissue is relaxed, the cells appear cuboidal or columnar. When stretched, the cells become more squamous or flat and thin. This ability allows the bladder and other urinary organs to expand and contract without damage. Here are the functions of epithelial tissues. 1. Protection. Epithelial tissue acts as a barrier to protect underlying tissues from mechanical injury, pathogens, and chemicals. Example, skin. Absorption. Specialized epithelial cells absorb nutrients and substances, such as in the intestines. 3. Secretion. Epithelial cells in glands secrete substances like enzymes, hormones, and mucus. Examples, sweat glands and digestive glands. 4. Excretion. It helps eliminate waste products from the body. Example, in the kidneys. 5. Filtration. In organs like the kidneys, epithelial tissue helps filter blood to produce urine. 6. Sensory reception. Some epithelial tissues contain sensory receptors that detect stimuli. Example, in the skin or nose. Examples of epithelial tissue in the body. 1. Skin or epidermis. This is a stratified squamous epithelium that protects against abrasion and water loss. 2. The lungs or alveoli. Simple squamous epithelium for efficient gas exchange. In the digestive tract, there are simple columnar epithelium for absorption of nutrients. 4. Kidneys have simple cuboidal epithelium for filtration and secretion. 5. In the respiratory tract, there is pseudostratified ciliated columnar epithelium that help move mucus and debris out of the airways. Thank you all for watching this video. I hope you learned something new. Please like, subscribe, and share this video to others. Stay tuned for future videos about this topic and other different topics. Goodbye!